So last year I went out to ask 100 women out on a date, and these were the results. This was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. For my first attempt, I went to Magic Land where it took me like an hour before I could ask anybody. I was literally shaking. I was so scared because this was my first time asking anybody anything out in public. I didn't even know who sent me work. So you know what happened? I just went for it, and guess what? The first 2 people I met, they said yes, and I was like, what? Because in my head I'm like, 100 people are going to say no, because why would anyone say yes to a stranger asking you out on a date? They're like, oh yes, you look good, oh yes, why not? I'm like, okay. And that gave me the energy to go out to ask more people. I went on to ask a bunch more people, got some yeses, some no's, some maybes. Went out the second day to complete it, because when I went to Millennium Park to see if I could complete it there, the place was empty. You know what they call empty? It was empty, and I was like, okay. And I went out the next day. I went and I asked people after people, I asked women after women. So many people said so many different things. Some said they were married, some said I should convince them, some said a lot of things. By the end of everything, I was able to ask 102 women, and 50 people said yes, and 50 people said no. Crazy. And 2 people said maybe. Wow.